Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'll start this video by saying that I'm really sorry if you can hear a leaf blower in the background at any point. I've had a landscaper, it's my husband, outside for the last hour and I can't get him to knock it off. And I've got a meeting in about an hour or so, so I knew I wanted to get this taken care of. So I hope you can forgive me for that. So today's video, I'm very excited to do. It's one that I've been asked about on numerous occasions, and I'm kind of here to like settle the score on the age-old question of what's the difference between the new medium boy and the old medium boy. So I'm not sure which came out first. I'll go ahead and say that. I'm not really sure why one's called the other. I'm going to go ahead and guess the new medium boy is newer, but I'm actually not entirely sure. But the two bags that I'm going to be, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a comparison on them in terms of the measurements. And then I'm going to do like a what fits video so you guys get a good idea of, you know, if you buy the old medium versus the new medium, what you're going to be able to fit in the bag. And then the last part of the video is kind of a bunch of little like random Chotsky observations that I have about the boy bag in general. So here is this is my new medium boy. The new medium boy is bigger than the old medium boy. The way that I like to remember this, I know I've said it in the Brexit video, is the idea that bigger is always better, so we're always getting bigger. So this is the new medium boy. The measurements on this guy are 11 inches wide, and it is 7 inches tall, and it's about 3 inches wide here. And then it has this chain, much heavier chain than on a classic Chanel chain that can be doubled. When this chain is doubled, it measures about 11 inches up, and when it is fully extended, it measures 20 inches high. So I am 5'5" and about 145 pounds. This for me is definitely a shoulder bag. I think it is too short to wear crossbody. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like right there, but I think in general I feel the most comfortable wearing it as a shoulder bag, and it's totally comfortable if you want to double the strap. I find that that's like a very acceptable length on a bag. So those are the measurements. This bag is a navy caviar leather. So this is a pebbled grain leather, traditionally thought to be a little more durable than patent or lambskin or like the smooth calfskin bags. And this is kind of like a dark gold brushed hardware. I purchased this bag in 2013, so I think there is very little chance that it's still out there, but I'll pop the product code right here below. The product code for this bag is 14B as in boy, A92193, Y09130, and I purchased it in New Orleans in the summer of 2013. So I think that 14B refers to one of the, I think that's fall. 14B has to be fall. For some reason, I'm not remembering off the top of my head. So I bought it in August of 2013. The crazy thing about this bag is at the time it was $4,600. I save all my little tags. And I actually, just as a tip, not only do I save them, but I keep them separately from the bags. I just kind of like to make sure I have them in an organized fashion. But this bag was $4,600 in 2013, and now it is $5,200. So we have gone quite a way in 3 years' time on this boy bag. So this is the new medium boy. So the old medium boy, whose chain I have tangled, is this guy. I'm going to kind of put them up side by side together so you get a pretty good feeling of the size difference. And there they are next to each other. So it's pretty appreciable size difference between these two bags. So anyway, this is the Old Medium Boy. And although they look very different, the measurements aren't too different. So this guy measures 10 inches across, and this bag is 6 inches tall, and it is 3 inches wide. So it has the exact same width as the new Medium Boy bag. And actually, the funny thing about this bag is that the strap lengths aren't that different. Actually, they're not different is a better way to say it. So this measures like approximately 11 inches, and this measures approximately 20 inches from the top down. And I make the same observation that I did with the first bag that I revealed, which is that it's a good shoulder bag, and it's very nice if you double it up. Definitely no discomfort there. But alas, I do not think that this is a great crossbody bag. I think it's just, for me, it's just a little bit short. It's not that comfortable. My arm kind of gets in the way. Not really my deal. So this guy I purchased last fall, and the product code, which again I will put below, is 15KA67086 Y08808. And I want to say that I purchased it in November, and it is a dark red lambskin. Not as like shiny and puffy as you see on a classic flap. I have no issue with that, but that's just an observation I make. And then it also has kind of a brushed gold hardware, although it's a little bit lighter. You can tell it's kind of like less tarnished than the previous bag. And in case you were wondering, the previous bag has always looked like that. So it's not like it at one point in time looked like this and then it started to show wear and tear over 3 years. It's always been like a really dark gold hardware. And in case anybody was wondering, I was actually talking to somebody on the purse forum about this, but this bag is actually out again. I'm not entirely sure what the product code for the bag is, but I've seen it in person and it's gorgeous. It's a little darker than this red. It's kind of like more falling into a burgundy sphere, but the hardware is like a shiny gold. So it's really a gorgeous bag. So if you want something similar to this, this is something that you would be able to find. I know, for example, I saw it in the Chanel boutique in Chicago, Illinois last week. So I don't think that that would be too difficult to find. And I think this is always such a nice color for the fall. And I think the navy is too. And one of my little miscellaneous thoughts about the boy bag is that I just think it's such a nice fall bag in these colors. Like I just love the fact that you have this like big kind of durable chunky bag. Looks good with like, you know, boots and a sweater or jacket or something like that. I love the classic flap too, but for some reason I evoke feelings of fall when I think about the boy bag, especially in colors like this. The price on this bag, I'm pretty sure, is still current. It's $4,700. So funny that it is more expensive than the new Medium Boy was 3 years ago. But the new Medium Boy being $5,200 now, there's a $500 price difference between these two bags. So in terms of what fits, the difference between these two, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack this guy, and then I'm going to take everything out and I'm going to put in what we can into the red bag. So we will do gigantic wallet, we will do the mirror, that's in every single video. This is my Louis Vuitton key holder. My car keys are in here. Car key, actually. Remember when you used to have more than one car key? One open the trunk and one open the front of the car. This is my little card wallet with the askew CCs. We can pop that guy in here. Lastly, we have the iPhone 7 Plus, gigantic phone. We can fit that in there, and we are pretty well packed. Very geometric organization inside of the boy bag today. There is, by the way, a zipper along the back of the interior of this bag. Otherwise, there is nothing inside of it, and the interior is cloth. And in case you were wondering, if you were so inclined to pack your massive watermelon lip smacker, you could pop that on the top. So there's like a little room still here on the top of the bag. But that's what we have in it. We have this chapstick, the mirror, the wallet, the card case, the phone, and the key holder. And that is what fits inside this bag. So let's take a look at the littler of the two. We are putting in the wallet. We are not dropping everything on the floor. Putting in the card case, the mirror, the humongous tablet-esque phone, and it still fits. So, same exact geometric organization as the previous bag. We also have the ability, I think, to put the chapstick in. Yeah, it's pretty close, but it's right there on the top. And technically, we are good to go. So I think the upshot with these two bags is that the new medium boy really affords you kind of like top space. So anything that you want to put in one of these boy bags that's fairly standard, like a key case, the mirror, the wallet, a pair of sunglasses, you might even be able to fit in like a little makeup pouch or something like that, you're fine. I think the big difference comes when you're looking at the space that you have left after you've sort of packed all of that in on the top of the bag. So that's what fits. Okay, so my kind of final thoughts with respect to these two boy bags is that I love them both and I wouldn't trade one for the other. I don't think I have a preference one over the other. Both have held up fantastically. I never really notice a difference between caviar and lambskin leather as far as wear and tear, and I'm decently careful with my bags without being overly cautious. I do believe that the boy bag is here to stay. I have a lot of people ask me that question because Chanel is an investment and you want to make sure that you're buying something that, you know, in theory you could resell down the road, or something that'll hold its value. That's a big question and a concern for people, and I think it's here to stay. And I think the fact that the new medium boy has raised in price $600 in approximately 3 years, or even less than 3 years, is sort of testament to its staying power. So I absolutely love this bag. Durability, again, has been great. I would say that my two little thoughts on this, I'm just grabbing one as an example, is that it would be kind of nice if there was a pocket on the back. I'm not sure, kind of going with the squarish shape, if you'd want to do, kind of like a circle pocket, or if you'd rather do a square, but that's something that I had sort of a thought process on. And then my other thought process is that I really do not find that these straps are adjustable. I know that there are people that have taken a pair of pliers and pulled, you know, I think you have to unscrew the back of these little pegs, and they have changed, they have moved them up a notch to make the strap longer. I'm not sure what amount of length you would receive, but in general, I have never tried that, and I don't think I would advise to try it. I don't really think that these are meant to be moved. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been a useful comparison between two bags that are the source of a lot of concern and a lot of questions, especially for those of you who can't just pop into a Chanel boutique or a Neiman Marcus or a department store, whatever the case might be. So anyway, thank you always for stopping by. If you have any questions or concerns, if there's any comparisons that you want me to do. For example, one thing I thought about, fleeting thought, was a comparison between the new medium boy and a jumbo, because I think the space inside is fairly similar. So anyway, just let me know, and have a great day. Thanks.